Yes, yes, yes. It is good to be here. Very much good to be here. I'll try and get my video right so I can see some things. Well, we got that down to 80. Let's get that down to 75. There we go. There we go. All right, what's going on, fam? I gotta make sure everything is running right. I hope it's running right. What's going on with y'all, man? What's going on tonight? Interested in hearing what you're working on this holiday season. This is Thanksgiving week. This is Thanksgiving week. So we are we're kicking it off. All right, let me go back to my screen here. Let me see what I got. 2 of you guys on the live with me today. I appreciate you. Now, I'm going to be honest, y'all. I am in a very loud house and I got family everywhere. A bunch of nieces and nephews hanging out downstairs. I got my parents, my siblings, their families over on the other side. They're watching Monday Night Football. So, yeah, we in here. What's going on? Talk to me tonight. Let me see here. Sabrina is with us tonight. I like it. It's good to have you guys hanging out with us tonight. Who else is with us tonight? Would love to be able to see some of your comments. I do not see any of them currently. Oh, Micah Flemings is on the live. What's going on with you, sir? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Always good to have you come through. I'm using my laptop today, and the laptop isn't 100%, you know, what the other machine is. So it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. So we're excited to be here. What's going on, Ibrahim? It's good to have you with us as well. Thank you so much for being with us today. Always good to have you. And pull that down a little bit. In fact, we're gonna make that just a little bit smaller. Put that right there. So it's not covering my mouth, but hopefully it is. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Hopefully it is still viewable. All right. Carl McCoy says, grace and peace, Kirk. Grace and peace to you as well, sir. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us today. Always good. Park Bra says, hey, Kirk, happy Thanksgiving. Same to you. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you're hanging out. Talk to me in the comments. 5 of you guys on the live already. 2 people have hit that like button. I'm excited to be here tonight. It's already a difference. Like, yay, KC Films Media has joined. Thank you so much for being with us. Hold up. Who else we got? Anthony Blake is with us. Says Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Interesting stuff, man. Thank you so much for being with us tonight as well. 12 of you guys are on the live. I like that. So talk to me, man. Listen, this is a interesting week. Hey, Stuck Soldier says happy Thanksgiving. Same to you. Oh, Tora's on the live. She says, IE, geek speaker, preacher, vocalist, designer, elder, deacon, lyricist, aka the hardest working man in the YouTube streets. Hey, thank you so much, Tora, for being with us tonight. I am actually coming to you live from Maryland this week, man. We are live in Maryland, and I'm in my sister's place. He says those frames are on point. Just like you, I love a good set of glasses. Now, we are kindred spirits where that's concerned. So yeah. The glasses are definitely a thing. Let me see what else we can do here. Let me pull up some comments so you guys can see them. Test the spirits. They are of Yah. Says ciao to you as well. Thank you so much for being with us today. I'm hanging out in the breakfast nook in my sister's kitchen here in Maryland. We in Baltimore for Thanksgiving. And listen, this is what I want y'all to know. You can go live from anywhere. Okay, I want you to know that. Why am I saying that? Because all I have is my laptop. I have a Shure MV7 Plus, and I have my cell phone. My cell phone is my camera. Laptop is running Ecamm. Plugged up the Shure MV7 Plus as a USB-C. Headphones are plugged into the microphone. That is my audio interface. That's it. It's just that simple. Everything is rolling. Everything is rolling. She says the lighting is on point too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Stuck Soldier says, I subbed. Hey, thank you so much for the subscribe. I truly appreciate that. You're helping me get to my goal. Oh, whoa, whoa, hold up. Let me go back to the host only screen here for just a second. Okay, so that's on. I think what I need to do is there we go. See, I've got a bunch of stuff I got to figure out because I haven't done a vertical stream from the laptop before. I usually do this from my desktop at home, and so I'm excited about that. But I want to make sure that, listen, don't take no for an answer. Don't accept any excuses. You can get this thing done with even a minimal setup. And I want to be clear for those that. All right. Yeah, there we go. For those that are watching, maybe you're saying to yourself, yo, that's not a minimal setup. You have an MV7 Plus and what else do I have, guys? So I have the MV7 Plus, I have my laptop, I have my phone. Like, that's a minimal setup. Only thing that I have that you probably don't have is this microphone. But other than, the microphone is actually very affordable. So this is plugged up USB-C. And I could use the Shure Motive app to be able to dial in my sound, but I have not. This is completely like straight off of the mic. This is all USB, and I'm able to monitor in my headphones, and I'm using this as my camera. So there's a lot of options. There's a lot of options for you to be able to do this kind of stream. I'm literally sitting in the kitchen. Nothing special. Like I just have house lighting, not even like a light with me. Oh man, Stuck Soldier says my phone is gonna die in a second, so he's not gonna be able to hang with us long. I thank you for coming and hanging out, and I thank you for the subscribe. Be more in the house. Live near Security Square Mall for a few years. Oh, I know exactly where I lived in this area. I lived in actually Randallstown. I lived in Reisterstown. Used to take the train from Owings Mills down to downtown Baltimore. I used to work at 100 East Pratt Street at T. Rowe Price for a number of years. And so I'm very familiar with this area. I know exactly what you're talking about when you say Security Square Mall. I used to go over there all the time. There's a couple of stores I like over there. There's a Best Buy on the other side of the mall right there. And then there's K&G on the other side of 695 right there. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It's all good. But if you know the area, you know what's going on. One of my mods is in the building, and Enea is here. Thankful for the moderators, the mod squad being with us tonight. Man, I haven't gotten not even one comment from Instagram. So just so I'm certain that Instagram is actually working, I'm going to actually type a comment myself just to make sure that my comments from Instagram are actually coming through. And they are, okay? So the Instagram comments are actually working. So definitely want to make sure that my Instagram fam, you know that you can actually chime in as well. Don't just let this be a YouTube party. Also, over on the Book of Faces, what's going on? Let me go and make sure that everything is right over there. I thought I was live on YouTube. On Facebook. Let's see. Dang, we got this. Boom. Put that there. Yup, I am live right there on Facebook. So Facebook fam can chime in as well and say what's up if you can. If you can't, it's all good. But I just wanted to make sure that we're live on all the different places and spaces today. Let me put that. I'm gonna just pull up my Facebook and put it right here and leave it there, so I can monitor everything else, but I can't monitor the Facebook stuff. So anyway, that's where we are. Host plus screen. Let's make sure that this is working. It is. There's my screen on the bottom. There's Amazon under the bottom there. You can see me on the top. So comments are working. Thank you so much for being with us today. I'm seeing what it looks like on Facebook. Pretty cool. So I can bring this down. Yo, how many of y'all checked out the video with the mobile video card? Come on, talk to me. How many of y'all checked out the mobile video card? I hope that several of you have, because that was a very fun video to create. So definitely want to make sure you guys get a chance to check that out. Now, here's the other reason why I'm asking, because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6 different items that are on that mobile video cart that are on sale this week for Black Friday sales on Amazon. So I'm showcasing them on screen right now, but I want to make sure you guys actually get a chance to check them out. If you haven't already, make sure you check out. Let me go back to my website. So this is howitallworks.com. This video right here at the top, right? My latest video cart tour. Make sure you check out that video, okay? Because that video, I walk you through how to build out this mobile video cart, and those items are actually on sale this week. So if you want to be able to grab a couple of those items and build out something similar, maybe it's not quite the exact same thing, but it's like, you know, some pieces of it, definitely you want to make sure you get a chance to go ahead and do that. So check that out when you can. This is my Host Plus comment screen. You can see a couple of people have commented. We always find the comments are loudest on YouTube, no matter where we stream. Comments are crickets on the other platforms. It's so true, Park Braz. It is so true. I wish it wasn't, but you are so correct. You are so correct. All right, so let me move this over here so that I don't mess myself up. Okay. Here we go. Darius O'Kane is on the live. Let me go. That was a mistake. I have the comments up, so why did I put that comment? Anyway, Darius O'Kane is on the live. He says, "Good evening. Great to see you, my friend. Great to see you as well. Love what you're doing in the EV Mux community. Glad that you are there." Darius O'Kane says, "Loved." I'm clicking the comment again. Love the mobile video cart video, right? And I hope that you guys get a chance to check that out. So Darius is saying he loved it. I saw your comment on that as well, I think, and I'm glad. Listen, happy for your support. For those that don't know, man, we are growing on the channel, and we're excited to be able to kind of get to 10,000 subscribers, hopefully before the end of the year. December is upon us, so we're hoping to be able to get there if we can. All right, let me put this up. This is another scene where I can kind of showcase what my site looks like. But man, I wonder, can I make this bigger? Huh. Let's do this. Let's try this real quick. So if I do this, border width, if I edit the widget, so right now the widget is 1280 by, so 1920 by 1080. What if I do 1080 by 1920? What if I do that? If I do that and hit save. Now, let's turn this off. Yeah, that works. It kind of works. Nah, it takes up the whole screen. So what would I need to do? So it's too tall. So maybe 1080 by 1080. Maybe make it square. Let's see. All right, so there it is. This is dope. Okay, now we're talking. That kind of works. That's pretty dope that I can kind of, oh man, listen, I'm just learning stuff on the fly right now. I'm learning stuff on the fly. I see you, Gary Jones. Thank you so much for being with us. He says, greetings from Facebook. Thank you for coming through on the Facebook. All right. So good. I see your comment, Micah Flemings. I'm coming to it. Definitely. I'm excited about that question. I'm definitely going to come to it. Tora says, did you get the mini set up before you left? I'm making a list and checking it twice, and the mini is definitely on it for the beginning of the year upgrade. So I did get it set up. In fact, the last video or two that I recorded with the mini. The last couple of live shows that you saw me do last week were all with the mini as well. So I have the mini all set up. Now, the thing that is a major sticking point right now is input output, right? So you need something that's going to give you additional peripherals, additional ports to be able to plug things in so that you don't have to, because you run out of space with just the ports that are on the mini. So that is the main thing that I would recommend right off the top, is that you make sure that you have enough ports. Okay. So the width is 1080, the height is 1080, but I need it just a little bit more. So what if I do 1180? Okay. So now Let's get rid of the comment. Okay. All right, let's pull it down. What's going on? Oh, that's my bad. All right, so now I have this here. Nah. We're almost there. If I make it 1280, let's make it 1280 because I want to take it all the way to the bottom. So the height right now is 1180. Let's make it 1280. So 1080 by 1280. Does that do it? I don't know. I think it does. Look at that. Now it fits perfectly. And I can turn the scroll thing on. Now I know that some of this at the bottom of the screen you can't see, but this again, I'm learning on the fly here, man. So Ecamm is what I'm using to stream tonight. And I'm just kind of like, wow, always blown away by what's possible with Ecamm. And so this is a vertical stream and I'm using the web widget. So essentially I've just taken the URL of my website, dragged it into the program window of Ecamm, and then it becomes its own window. And in that window, I can actually scroll, I can click on the button, everything that's there. So it's a very usable thing. So definitely excited about that. All right, let me go back and try and grab a couple of comments because you guys are chatting with me. The big Cal digit is on that list too. So the Cal digit will work perfectly. Also, OWC has a dock, but just make sure you're taking advantage of the ports on the M4 Mac Mini. I'm assuming that's the one you're looking at. So if you're gonna get the M4 Pro, the ports are different. I think there might even be like Thunderbolt 5. Just make sure you're some Lightning. Just make sure you're taking advantage of the speed of the ports. Don't just grab what you were using before because these ports can manage a lot more. So you want to grab a dock that's going to leverage the power of the ports that you have on the back of that machine. So that's definitely something to be thinking about. All right. Darius O'Kane says, bless you, brother. You got me started on EVMUX journey and I haven't looked back. Let me say this, Darius. I'm excited that you're there. I mean, I just love what you're doing in the community and responding to people's questions. I see that you're a moderator in one of the groups as well. And I'm going to be putting out more content on EVMUX really soon. So thank you for sharing that. And I'm glad that I played a small role in your journey. All right, here's a question from Michael Flemings that he asked earlier. How do you get 1K subscribers? So I want to ask this question back to you, Michael, and I hope you're still here. I really do. I really pray that you're still here. My question back to you is, why do you want to have 1,000 subscribers? What is significant about 1,000 subscribers that you want to achieve? Give me that part, and then I can help you to reverse engineer what you'll need to do to achieve that thing. So I want to be clear, 1,000 subscribers is a arbitrary milestone. And yes, it is a good milestone to set. I often set these milestones for my coaching clients, but it cannot be your why. So if you can't say, for those that are listening, you cannot say, I want 1,000 subscribers because I want 1,000 subscribers. That can't be the answer. The answer has to be something along the lines of, I want 1,000 subscribers because what? I want 1,000 subscribers because at that point, I feel like I can really realistically begin creating funnels or whatever to monetize and begin to start shifting away from doing what I'm doing in my 9 to 5. Maybe I want financial independence. Maybe I want to own my calendar. I want to own my day. I want to be able to go to my soccer game with my kids. Like, there's got to be a why. I don't want my boss to be able to dictate all the different things. I want to be able to have some autonomy, and I want to get into content creation and growing my brand and my channel to 1,000 subscribers is a kind of a benchmark. It's kind of a key performance indicator. It's kind of a ROI, a litmus test for me to be able to say, here, I have achieved this, and now I can begin to do these things. I don't know what you have attached to 1,000 subscribers, but I want to know why you want to achieve that particular goal. Help me know that, and then I can help you to reverse engineer. And I want to say this as well, as I hopefully Michael Flemings is going to respond here pretty soon. But regardless of who you are, you can answer this question as well. That's the first thing. Second thing is, no two people generally have the same answer. Everybody's motivation is going to be slightly different when it comes on to what they want to achieve with their brand, with their content, and how many people they want to be able to serve. I'm at a point where I'm about to cross 10,000 subscribers, right? So I'm about to cross 10. I mean, that's my plan. We're growing towards it organically. I think at last check, we were at, let me go here. At last check, let's go back to the dashboard. 9,837. That's where we are currently. Like right now, we're at 9,837. So that's where we are right at this moment. So 9,837 is here's the thing with that. So yes, I want to get to 10,000 subscribers because it just means that I'm continuing to organically grow in a trajectory towards growing my influence and my sphere of influence. And it just means that there are more people in the funnel who could potentially become, affected and impacted by my work. They may listen to something I say and decide to go on this content journey. But then over and above, especially from a personal standpoint, I am also able to serve that community in a way that it allows them to have transformation and impact, right? So that number, however, is a number that I can never, like if everybody, even right now at 9,830, if every one of them decided to come to book a session with me, I would not be able to service all of them. I would not even be able to in the course of a year, I couldn't meet with all 9,000 of them. In fact, if I was back at 1,000 subscribers, which is a huge milestone in and of itself, even at 1,000, I cannot serve all of them on a week-to-week basis. So I have to have a strategy. I have to have a format and a formula for what I'm hoping to achieve with my content from the perspective of what is my one-to-many strategy. So I put out these videos and anybody can watch them. Okay, but then a smaller subset, I have a membership on YouTube, and in that group, I'm doing a particular thing. I have a particular value proposition. And then even yet a smaller subset over on my website, Workers Warehouse, I have another group that I'm working with. They pay a different amount of money, and I'm able to pour into them in a different way, in a more specific way. And then yet again, there's even a smaller group where I am coaching, right? And that's even a smaller group and a different price point, which includes all of the above, but I'm doing something specific with them in a one-on-one fashion. But all of that is part of my overarching strategy for the content that I put out. So those are some of the things that you have to be mindful of. YouTube is a platform that allows us to serve at scale. So when we begin to get into some of these numbers, like I have a client right now who has 600 and something, somewhere there, between 600 and 700 subscribers. She's monetized, not through the partner program in YouTube, but she's monetized because she has, I think, well, let's call it just about 20 of those subscribers who are paying clients of hers. Now, she provides a particular service. So she doesn't necessarily have like a membership community or anything like that, but she provides a particular service. So some of those people who are clients are paying her for the service that she provides, and her channel happens to be about the thing that she does. So the channel allows her to teach people how to do what she does, but is also a huge what we call a digital storefront for people to look in and say, oh, that's what she does. Oh, she's an expert in this. I've been looking for somebody that does that. I have no desire of learning it for myself, so I'm going to pay her because I can see her doing it. She's literally teaching other people to do it, and they're having success. Boom. 20 of those 600 or so subscribers, 20 of them are her clients. And with those 20, I want to be clear, with those 20, she's able to be a full-time entrepreneur, just providing service to those 20 because of the service that she does. And see, this is what I mean when I say the numbers game can sometimes be elusive. And so that's why I asked the question, why do you want to get to 1,000 subscribers? Okay, I see Dave's Dimension is with us, and I know that comment is really small. He says, how do you get 1,000 subs? Respectfully, I never set out to do that. I made videos because I'm no pro, but wanted to make videos from an average Joe point of view. I'm at over 2,500 organic, unorganized, LOL. And I love this, Dave. I love this. This is your story. This is your testimony. There's no right or wrong answer to this, but I want to juxtapose the question that I received from Micah to your answer, because Micah is saying, how do I get there? And you're saying it was never the goal for me to get there. I wanted to make videos from the average, from the, what do you say? I never said I made videos because I'm no pro, but I wanted to make videos from the average Joe point of view. So for you, you didn't want it to be, whatever, you didn't want it to have that polished look, but you're probably more polished today than you were when you first started. 2,500 subscribers, organic. Now you say unorganized, but I still think there's a method to the madness. The truth of the matter is, for you to be able to grow, there's a particular audience that you are serving and you're speaking to, and you're clear on that. And you said it just right there in your message. I made videos from the average Joe point of view. So you're speaking already. I don't even have to know who you are. I don't even need to know your channel. I already know that you're speaking to average Joes from their point of view. And because you're speaking to them well, because you know who your target audience is and you're able to serve them, you're going to grow organically. And this is the thing that is so critical. And I'm excited that you're helping me to make this point tonight. And I think it's such a great one for us to be able to focus on and for us to kind of to land on as well. I'm not going to stay before you long tonight because, I'm with family. So I'm going to try and get back to them. But that is the overarching theme. I hate to be a broken record, but you gotta have a rock solid why. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Because there are going to be days you put out a video and 2 people watch it. There are going to be days you put out a video and it goes viral, and you cannot be motivated by either. You cannot be motivated by one or demotivated by the other because you have a why that is not external. So you're not going to ride that wave. The thing I tell my coaching clients is, you have a video that you put out that bombs. You know what the next best thing to do is to continue to put out the video you already scheduled to put out after that video. You know what? You have a video that absolutely goes viral. You know what's the next best thing to do? To continue to put out the next best video, the next video that you already planned to put out. Like, don't ever put out a video without a plan to post the next video. And the reason why that is so critical is because when you know that this is not a fly by night, this is not something that I'm just going to do now and see what happens and then I'm going to give up on it. You're not giving yourself an out. Every video I do it with the understanding, with the recognition in mind that I am going to put out yet another video after this one. And because I'm going to put out another video after this one, I've got to actually get into a particular rhythm. I've got to say things in a certain way in my video to let people know I'm here for the long haul. I'm not going to be going anywhere. So you saw this video today. Maybe you didn't like it. Sorry about that. I had to respond to somebody in the comments today where I was like, yeah, the guy was like, man, this video didn't help me at all because you didn't touch on this and this and this and this. Now, if you scroll down in the comments on that video, clearly that video is serving a lot of people. But this particular person said, this video didn't serve me. I responded to the guy, said, hey, thank you for the comment and the support of the channel, because even negative comments are still support. And he watched the video. So I said, thank you for the comment and support of the channel. Sorry that this video didn't get you across the line, but we have a myriad of videos pertaining to the subject area that you're looking for. I hope that you'll give us another chance, check out yet another video and engage with us further. Help us know how we can get better. So we want to help you get across the line. If there's something in particular that we did not touch on, maybe we can do that in a later video. But here are some other creators who do similar content to me, and maybe they're going to say it in a way that's more native to you. Because here's the truth. I'm not for everyone, and everyone is not for me. So because I know that, I don't have to make sure that every person that comments on the video loves me and likes me and is like, okay, Kirk is the best thing since sliced bread. No, there are people who are going to say, I really do not like the way Kirk delivers the message, delivers the teaching, delivers the how-to, shares with us the value. I don't like it. Yes, it may work. Maybe it answers the question, but I don't like him, or I don't like something about him. And that's okay. Can't change who I am. So I am giving him latitude to say, hey, there's a number of other creators who create content on this particular topic. Why not check out some of them? I do collabs with them. I don't mind you watching some of my some of their content. And the thing that I don't want to have happen, Micah, is if you stay in a place where you're always motivated by the number 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers, you will always be pushed and prodded, and any wind that blows, you will be thrown around with it because you don't have a rock solid why. So I come back to that question every single time. Why do you want to create content? Why do you want to have that particular number of subscribers? Who is it that you want to talk to? And what issue do you want to help them to solve? What's that value proposition? What's that target audience? What's your why? Those are the questions I always want to come back to. Okay. I'm going to make Micah Fleming says, I'm going to make more videos. I can go live on Facebook and YouTube. It will help us spread the message of the gospel all around the world. I'm always, my heart goes out to anybody who is a creator of faith, because I am too. But if you notice that that's not something that I explicitly do on my channel. My faith is something that's a part of me. It comes out in everything that I do. It's not a chain that I wear. It is literally part of who I am. And so if I'm talking about underwater basket weaving, or if I'm literally sharing with somebody the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ, my faith will come out. And so I will always want to make sure that my colleagues out there, my fellow believers out there, recognize that you don't have to explicitly preach in order to share the gospel. You can tell people what your story is. You can tell people the ways in which God has spoken in your life, or the things that you've overcome, especially if they're practical. I mean, a good friend of mine is a gamer, and he was able to use gaming to speak to people in the gaming community about live streaming and about content creation and how they can monetize this, and all of those things helped him to have a platform. And there are many opportunities where he gets a chance to share his faith. So I always want to just challenge that when your focus is to explicitly share the gospel, I think you gotta think of it from the perspective. It's the same thing. Like, how do you speak to the person you want to talk to? If the person who you want to talk to are they a believer, or are they not a believer? And if they're not a believer, then how do you talk to them? You got to find common ground. You got to find something that they're actually going to be interested in watching. They may not. The non-believer isn't coming to YouTube looking for faith-based content. They're not looking for somebody who's going to preach a sermon. So we just need to adjust our approach and think of it from the perspective of somebody who may be searching for peace. Maybe they're looking for marital advice. Maybe they're trying to figure out how to get their finances right. Maybe they're trying to figure out how to be a good dad. Maybe they're trying to figure out how to change a tire, right? So there's a way. There's all kinds of inroads in, because we are people too. Believers are people too. In fact, we're people first. And because we have that common bond, we have inroads to have these conversations that isn't necessarily just us trying to preach the gospel. And I hope that makes sense. I don't want to belabor the point, but that is always going to be my messaging to any creators of faith out there. Don't have to be so on the nose with your content that's only people that you're going to attract are people who are actually believers. If you're trying to reach people of every background, then you can actually share with them things that have nothing to do with quote unquote faith. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. My guy Anthony is with us today. He says, hey, my friend, what's going on? Hey, you pop up live. I just got off of a pre-recorded live and got 5 hours and 40 minutes watch time for a 45-minute live. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. I grew out of the 1,000 sub, 4,000 hours addiction. Come on. I thank you so much for co-signing tonight, man, because I don't want it to just come from me. A lot of times, you hear somebody who has a certain amount of subscribers say something and it makes it seem like, well, you're only saying that because you already have it. Well, no, actually, I realized long ago that it's just not a thing to really live for or grow towards. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah. Torah says, even when it comes to the gospel, Michael Flemings, who do you want to reach? Perfect question. You want to make sure that you're specific in who you want to reach. That part, Kirk. Your talents, treasures, and time are your ministry, and it will preach itself. Come on, we having a whole thing tonight. We're doing the whole thing tonight. Yes, I have a separate channel to go all in on faith / Bible study, practical life lessons. Shira Renee is with us. She's been with us the last couple of weeks, and I'm glad that you're here. Super excited that you're in the comments section with us tonight. But yeah, these are all realities that believers face. I mean, here's the truth, man. I just feel like as creators of faith, if we can just kind of stay there for just a moment longer, there is no reason why we don't have we have so much more in common with those who don't necessarily believe in anything. And why not start there? Like, the person you want to talk to is a mother, is a brother, is a sister, is sometimes maybe a dad, a mom. They are a worker or a coworker or a boss. They're a supervisor. Maybe they're an inventor. Maybe they're an entrepreneur. Maybe they're a creator. Maybe they are a YouTuber. Maybe they're a live streamer. Maybe they have a live show. There's so many ways and points of intersection. Like, a good friend of mine, he loves mountain biking, and he is part of a whole mountain biking club. And that's where he meets people. And he meets them both in the online forums, talking about different gear for the bikes and, pedals and locking in their shoes and all this other stuff, bottled waters. And some of them have the backpack joints and, different types of terrain and the shock mounting that goes. I mean, these bikes cost sometimes $3,000, $4,000. And they talk about all that kind of stuff in these forums. He has a whole ecosystem of people that he can talk to because he has this one interest. And because that's a passion of his, I believe you can live out your faith in that thing, regardless of whether you're actually preaching or not. This is your inroad. This is your intersection point where you can actually be salt and light in these spaces and not necessarily just calling them to church or calling them to a Bible study, even though sometimes, like another lady who I work with has a natural hair care channel. She does not really talk much about her faith on her channel. That's just not what her channel is about. But her people know that she's a person of faith because it comes out in everything that she does. You see the difference. And so one day she just decides, hey, I'm going to talk to you guys about what I'm going to be doing in the next year and what I experienced this year and how I feel God is speaking to me. I know that's not what this channel is about, but if anybody of you guys want to jump on a Zoom where I'm going to be talking about that, here's the link. She hit the limit on Zoom in 10 minutes, 1,000 people in 10 minutes. Why? Because they want to know more about her. This is that whole know, like, and trust factor. They've been rocking with this chick for years now, listening to her YouTube videos on natural hair care. She has gotten several of them through some very dark and personal moments. And they were like, I want to know what makes her tick. I want to know a little bit more about her. And if this faith thing is what I'm missing, then I want to peek behind the veil. And so when she put that offer out there, boom, she had this whole opportunity to now share her faith. She had to do 3 follow-up sessions so that others that could not get in could actually get an opportunity to be able to hear what she was talking about. This is not something that happens overnight, however. She had been priming that pump, and she just felt led that this was the right time to be able to share in a more direct fashion. This is what she's all about. And I want to be clear, she had some people who unsubscribed after they found out a little bit more about her faith, a little more directly. But her channel still serves the same purpose that it served before she had those sessions. And that's the thing. I always want to make sure we're laser focused and we're clear on the value proposition, why we're doing what we're doing, and that we're serving. People are inherently selfish. So we want to make sure we play to that. Come on. Gary Jones says, impact. I love it. Impact. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. Hey, you ain't gonna find no argument with me. Yes, sir. I will do better. I will keep the faith in the Lord. Yes. Hey, man, listen, I just hope that something that is shared tonight is useful to those who are watching 8 of you guys, 9 of you guys on the live. We got 11 likes. We got somebody that even hit the like button over on Facebook. I love that. We got somebody coming through on what is this on Instagram? That's dope. Let's just cycle through some of our screens again. This is my Amazon page. Here is Instagram. One person watching on Instagram, even though a number of people have checked this out. This is the page. I want to go to my website. Will that come up? Look at that. It does come up. I love this. This is so dope. So this is my website. For those that are not aware, this is the KirkArnugent.com. In fact, if I go to /scenes, yeah, this is the page for last week's video, vertical scene design for EVMux and Ecamm. And some of these designs, some of the scenes that I am using tonight were downloaded from this particular page. So if you go to this page, kirkarnugent.com/scenes, you can actually get your own copy of these scenes that I'm using tonight, right? I'm going to put that link in the comment section so you guys can enjoy that. kirkarnugent.com/scenes. If you put in, kirkarnugent.live/scenes, and either one was going to take you to the same place, but I wanted to make sure you guys know, like, this will get you across. I mean, the video is there as well. It's going to walk you through some of the way that I built them out. And for some of you, that's going to be even more critical. While you're there on that page, however, you're going to see a number of other things. And I would love for you to be able to check some of those things out. Our live video course bundle, single live video coaching sessions as needed. You also have the Workers Warehouse. And if you need something else, you can actually click on the Work With Us page. And I walk you through a number of different things here. This is wild. Yeah, but there's a number of things on this particular page that you can check out. So definitely want to make sure you guys get a chance to check that out. Let's take a look in our comment section. Who we got in here? Onita Hall. This is one of my sisters. This is somebody that I went to high school with, y'all. This is crazy. I saw you guys did a reunion, Forest Lake Academy reunion, and I saw some of the pictures, and I was very jealous. What's going on? Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Always appreciate you coming through. I hope somebody caught that free Workers Warehouse golden nugget Kirk just so smoothly dropped in there. Come on, Tora. Thank you so much for always picking up on the puzzle pieces that I'm trying to lay down. Nikki Nicole is with us, says, how are you? I'm doing well. Tapping in to support. Hey, I had an awesome time being interviewed by Nikki, and that episode is going to drop here pretty soon, or if it hasn't dropped already, I can't remember. So I'm looking forward to it. Drop me an email when that does drop. I want to make sure I push it. I want to send out an email to my mailing list as well, so that they can kind of check out some of the things that we got going on there. Nikki Nicole's got a great podcast, Breaking the Silence podcast, and it's so creatively done. I love how she has put her own little stamp and fingerprint on it. It does not look like anything else that I'm seeing out there right now. And that is it's so hard to, land at that unique and creative space. So definitely want to make sure you guys get a chance to check her out. Dr. Tashi is with us tonight. Thank you. Of course I clicked on the comment, but thank you so much for being with us tonight. Always good to have you come through and hang out with us. That is always dope. So here, okay, she says I emailed the details to you. I'm pretty certain you have. I'm actually in Maryland right now with family for Thanksgiving. That's what's coming up this week. So definitely enjoying some time away, and definitely decided to go live tonight, but don't necessarily have any real agenda. So I'm hoping I can go live on Wednesday as well at noon for the Coaching Corner. That is one of my favorite shows to do, but I do not think I'm going to be able to do the morning motivation. I was hoping I would be able to. I don't see it working out. Oh man, I don't see it working out. Anyway, but you got a lot of different pieces of our puzzle here. KirkArnugent.com is my main website. HowItAllWorks.com is the show site. So, but both of them will take you to the other. So it doesn't matter which one you land on. You're going to be able to go back and forth. Like you see this one down here is HowItAllWorks.com, but right in the middle you have Kirk. And if you click on that, it's going to take you over to my main website. So those are just a couple of things I wanted to make sure we get a chance to chat about before we close it out tonight. Let me see what else we got in the comment section. If we have anybody. Instagram. Oh, Rod the Builder. This is my neighbor. What's going on, Rod? Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I don't know if you're going to actually type something. You may have just kind of quickly tapped the live button. You were like, okay, Kirk is live. Let me see what you got going on. Hey, Rod, I didn't get a chance to message you to let you know that I am actually, the whole family is out of town. So just letting you know that. Chris Stone is on the live with us over on Facebook. Thank you so much, Chris Stone, for coming through and hanging out. Always good to have you. Chris Stone is one of those guys. I've been saying I owe you an email. I've been saying I need to get with you. I literally have your cell phone number in my phone, so I don't have any excuses. I can actually drop you a message. So hopefully I can get you. We can connect after the holiday and we can get some things going. But yeah, man, listen, this was a dope session. We are at 45 minutes. I thought I was going to just be on for like 20. So we've doubled that already. But I just want to say a word of thanks to all of you guys for coming and hanging out with us today. It means a whole lot. It means a whole lot. You guys this is why I do what I do. This is quite literally why I do what I do. The community is just so amazing. It's so dope. I always want to hear what you guys are working on. What are you guys what are you guys looking into? My daughter just walked up. She's looking at me like, is this guy live streaming from the kitchen table? Like, what's going on right now? And the answer is yes, I'm live streaming from the kitchen table because you can do that when you're a content creator and content entrepreneur and you're like, yo, it's Monday. I want to do the Creator Hangout live. And so, yeah, we here. You want to come say what's up? Sure. Come on. Come this way. She's going to come say what's up, y'all. Let me see if we can squeeze in. All right, there she is. She's kind of in there.
What's good, y'all? Where's the camera? Oh,
wait. The phone camera.
Oh, hey.
All right.
Ooh, you can see all these people.
Yeah, there's a couple of people.
It's great.
All right, love you. All right, so there she's gone now. She's going back to the cousins. Yeah. 12 of y'all on the live. Can't thank you guys enough for coming and hanging out. It's always good, we're trying to raise some content aware young people. Oh man, life is so good. This is a time of year where you kind of get a chance to reflect, to think back on what has been and where you are coming from, and some of the goals that you set for yourself maybe last year, this time, and some of the things that you want to achieve, some of the things that you maybe have yet to achieve. Maybe them things didn't necessarily go the way that you wanted, and you're just kind of like, oh, this is a time of year where we reflect. Yes, it's a time where we say thank you. It's a Thanksgiving season, so there's an attitude of gratitude in the atmosphere, and I love that. I love the Thanksgiving season for the fact that it forces all of us to think about what we're thankful for. And I hope that on Thursday, when you have a meal with whoever you're going to have a meal with, you get a chance to actually pause and say what you're thankful for. But I hope you also get a chance to pause and reflect on the year that has been, for the people that we've lost along the way, for the projects that we've went through that were raging successes, for the endeavors that we forged out on that were abject failures, and the things that we learned from both the successes and the failures, and how we are going to take those nuggets of wisdom from the ashes of our failure or from the mountaintops of our success. And we're going to take those nuggets into the next endeavor. We're going to take those nuggets into the next project, into the next season, and just incrementally, systematically get better. This is a time of year where we get a chance to reflect. And if you don't know, I'm such a big proponent of reflection. Reflecting, learning, mining the gold that is in your story. Because your story is your fingerprint. No two stories are alike, and no one can tell your story except you. And so when we become masters, when we become fluent in the language of our own story and our own experiences, we can bring those to bear in whatever situation we find ourselves in. We can leverage them in our content, but more than that, we can leverage them in our interactions with people. We can leverage them in the C-suite. We can leverage them in the service we provide for our business. We can leverage them in the audience members that we're serving. We can leverage those experiences because those experiences are uniquely ours and they make us uniquely us. The good and the bad. Own all of it and learn from all of it. And be grateful in this season. Be grateful and be grateful. Be grateful for the big things and the small things. And one of the things I want to say as I get ready to close is that I'm grateful for you. I am grateful for each and every one of you. If you're watching this live or if you're watching this on replay, I don't have a clue how many people get notified from YouTube or from Instagram or from Facebook that I'm doing content or I'm putting out some piece of video or whatever out there. But if you're seeing this, if you've ever commented on a video, if you've ever shared a video, if you've ever liked a video, if you've ever been impacted by something that I have shared, if some how-to got you across the line and taught you how to do something. I met a guy last week who was telling me your graphics are the graphics that I use every single time I go live. And I cannot thank you enough for doing these video series where you teach people how to do graphics. In fact, he said, you're my favorite graphic designer. And up until he said that, I never even considered myself to be a graphic designer. But that experience is what I'm grateful for. The ability to be a content creator in this space, in this way, and to serve people and to be a part of their journeys at very specific and unique times. I don't take that for granted. And so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the Wednesday live stream or not. We'll see. But I wanted to take this moment right now to just let everybody know that's watching. And of course, those who are watching on replay, I'm grateful for you. Absolutely, like to my core, grateful. Truly, truly grateful. And I'm thankful in this season that I get to do this, that this is something that God has called me to do. And it's not a have to, it's something that I get to do. And I believe it's one of the callings of my life. Let me just catch a couple of comments and I'm going to get out of your way. My good friend, Florence Donald, is here with us yet again. Listen, how did you sneak in at the last minute? Hey to you. I was chatting. I posted a couple of comments responding to you on a couple of things in the Workers Warehouse earlier today. Hope that you got a chance to check out a couple of those. Tora says, thanks, Kirk, for this time. The example that you gave alone is community building. And subscribe, shoot, for those who caught it. Alicia says she's adorable. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. You know, I'm not going to argue with you. That's my baby girl. I still see the baby, though. I still see the baby. Anytime I see her face, I'm like, that's my baby. All right. Hey, Florence, I love seeing you guys chat together with one another. This is the time that we are living in. This is the season of Thanksgiving. Give thanks. Give thanks, give thanks. Pull the strings, shape the movements, be the puppet master of your own marionette. Come on, Tornado. I love that. Thank you, Tora, for being with us tonight and for sharing. And listen, you guys don't have to be here. That's why I say what I say every week. It's your boy, Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher. Thankful for your time and attention and your energy and just being who you are, uniquely you. Quibbles, quirks, idiosyncrasies, and all. I'll see you around these internet streets. Or I'll see you in the next video. Grace and peace, fam.